Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's recent push to unite the Mount Kenya region and in the process becoming its kingpin has run him into trouble, with his recent shareholding sentiments receiving backlash from different quarters, including his boss, President William Ruto. The man, who is on a self-proclaimed mission to raise the mountain's shares to 60% by 2027, has now renewed his push to reach out to other leaders in the region, starting with retired President Uhuru Kenyatta. His mission has, however, faced turbulence, running into headwinds as he admits he's fighting enemies within. Will Gachagua's quest succeed, and how far is he willing to go? KTN's political affairs reporter Emmanuel Tor now interrogates.
As soon as he took over the mantle of being Kenya's second in command, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua immediately kicked off the mission to become Mount Kenya's spokesperson and the region's kingpin, rallying the region which had stood behind President William Ruto to now queue behind him. His sentiments that the Kenya Kwanza government belongs to shareholders remaining contentious and ambiguous until Saturday, when he quantified the region's shares and future plans to raise its stakes.
I want this region to deliver a decisive vote for President William Ruto in 2027 and to make sure that we increase our shareholding in his government from 47% to almost 60%. Many people are uncomfortable about our shareholding. Nikidogo is only 47.
His remarks, which have consistently received backlash from the opposition, have now caught the attention of his boss, President William Ruto, but Gachagua has stuck to his guns.
It is primitive and backwards for anybody to imagine that any region of Kenya cannot get development on account of how they voted.
Wananikachifu mimi ya kwamba ninakumbusha rais ya kwamba hata tukipeana kazi tukumbuke zaidi wale walisimama na sisi, because kila mtu sasa anakimbia kwa rais kwa sababu ni rais.
President Ruto's economic advisor David Ndii also appeared to take a swipe at Gachagua, sending a cryptic message that read, quote, "Factory settings, Chairman, Nyeri District University Students Association, Ndusa, Oyugi Special DO, Uhuru PA, etc., etc." Despite the opposition, Gachagua has maintained his quest to reunite the region will not be deterred, disclosing he was reaching out to former President Uhuru Kenyatta and his foot soldiers.
Those who are willing to unite for this region, Peter Munya, I'll reach him out. Maoka Maole, I'll reach him out. The elections are over.
Maki is not just a king. He's somebody who speaks with some sort of authority and people accept it because he supposedly is just and not just beating the chest.
Is a mountain sitting pretty in Kenya Kwanza government? And the answer seems to be no. And Rigathi Gachagua seems to have smelt the coffee, that things are not what he thought they would be.
Political pundits, however, argue the DP's mission may not be a walk in the park, with Mama's the mountain may be restless on his style of leadership.
It is his attitude that needs to change for people to see and then start evaluating him as to whether he really fits the bill.
When the president perhaps doesn't seem to appear to be what he was, you don't appear to mean to him what you thought you mean, you might need to retreat home.
In his own admission, Gachagua has announced he's fighting a faceless enemy in the mountain, putting some on notice.
Wakati ukifika, nitachukua bendera niseme huyu na huyu na huyu ndio wenye kugawanya hii jamii.
Reports indicate more than 60 MPs from Mount Kenya region met immediately after the UDA National Governing Council meeting, which was held at the Bomas of Kenya, with a separate group meeting also having a parallel meeting to chart the region's future. Emmanuel Tor, KTN News, Nairobi.
How kitchen garden farming